Hi, everyone. Welcome to Club Rats. My name is John.
I'm Jesiah.
Billy.
Fernando.
Today, we're going to break down the first round of the playoffs. The Western Conference Finals we'll do first. We're going to go through each series. We're going to talk about kind of who we like from maybe a betting standpoint, who we think is going to win, and we'll just go through each one. Let's start off with Bill. The first series we'll do the 1-8. It's going to be the Thunder versus the Grizzlies or the Mavericks. Who do you like? What would you recommend betting on that?
So it's not really going to matter whether it's the Grizzlies or the Mavericks. The Thunder are just going to have a little cakewalk. I would be a little more hesitant if it does end up being the Mavericks, just because AD is the one person that can give the Thunder some problems with his size. But really, we're talking about a 5-game series here, maybe 6 at the most. If Memphis somehow gets in, God only knows. That could be even a sweep.
All these series are 7-game series, too, by the way.
Yeah, 100%. I kind of agree with what Billy said. I don't think it really matters. I think the Thunder are going to win no matter what team is in 5 games. That's my prediction. And I just don't see either team really stopping the Thunder at all.
Yeah, I agree from that standpoint. Thunder are going to beat the Mavericks or the Grizzlies. Ja's even hurt, so I do think the Mavericks will beat the Grizzlies tomorrow. But once the series starts with the Thunder's going to cakewalk through it.
I mean, I don't think it's much of a series. I would say if I was the Thunder, I'd rather play the Grizzlies. I think they're just in more turmoil. As crazy as that sounds, Anthony Davis is a problem. If I could avoid seeing him, I would rather play the Grizzlies.
Yeah, you don't want to play against a guy that's a top 75 player of all time.
He could beat you. Yeah. He could give you problems.
I'd rather play the Mavericks if I'm them. I think the Grizzlies are more physical. I think they could they could try to hurt someone out there. I don't know.
Mavericks are more inside. So they got their 3 bigs with PJ Washington, AD, Derek Lively. Actually 4. I forgot. There's Gafford on the bench too. The Grizzlies, they have depth. Yeah. So it's not going to be they're going to blow them out every game. I think they're going to have, if the Grizzlies do make it, I think they could match up well with the Thunder bench wise. I like Jaren Jackson. Wells is going to be out, but I like Vince Williams on the bench too. They have a deep bench, but still Thunder are going to kill them. So we can honestly just move on to the next series, which is the Lakers and
let's go by
Let's go.
Nuggets.
Let's go.
I was going in order because
next in the bracket here we got the Nuggets as the 4 seed playing the Clippers. Game 1, the Nuggets are -2.5. Who's the favorite in that series?
It's funny because the Nuggets actually opened up as a huge favorite for the series, and now it's basically down to pick'em. It probably should have been pick'em from the start. The Clippers are the hottest team in the West this last month and a half or so because Kawhi's been back, and that makes them extremely dangerous. They got a Defensive Player of the Year candidate with Zubac. I mean, honestly,
Zubac?
Yeah, he might make 3rd-team All-NBA. They are really scary. Nobody wants to see the Clippers right now, and the Nuggets are just falling apart. They just fired their coach. I would pound the Clippers.
Looked bad. I mean, he's essentially the reason why Malone got fired because he was getting playing time over some young players on the bench that Calvin Booth wanted to play, and the owner just said enough's enough. Both of y'all are out the door. In this series, though, I was leaning Nuggets. I had them as my pick a few episodes ago because I like Jokic. Sorry to count him out, but Zubac might be the most underrated player in the NBA. Kawhi's been on his tear, and James Harden hasn't been god-awful. So I probably would lean Clippers as well in this series, but it should go 7. I can see it going 7 for sure.
I could see it being a 7-game series as well. 6 or 7, but I'm going to go with the Clippers just for the fact they're hot. Kawhi's back. I think Harden's been playing well, and Zubac obviously has been playing great. So, you guys listed these reasons.
I mean, this is probably the most tightest series in the playoffs.
I think that's the best series in the
first
round.
It could literally go either way. As a longtime NBA fan, until the Clippers do it, I have no faith in them. I will say this: Kawhi does look like old Kawhi, and if he's 100% healthy, this sounds crazy, but he can be the best player in the NBA. He's proven that at times. Now, I don't know if he is right now, but he does have the ability to go on a run and win a championship. So you can't count somebody out him. You can't count him out. I don't like that the Nuggets fired their coach. There's got to be some turmoil there. But you would think Jokic would be motivated. I think you're going to see a tremendous effort out of him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt that.
I guess I'll go with the Nuggets, but I'm not super
Yeah.
confident in it. But I'll be the one that goes with the Nuggets.
Also, done on the Clippers.
Who is coaching the Nuggets, by the way?
It's the kid.
It's
What's his name's son?
Not Adelman.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adelman's
Adelman?
son.
Okay, so
Not the good Adelman. He's been known in the NBA.
not
as
Rick
like
Adelman's?
Rick Adelman's son.
Yeah.
He's been known as a great assistant for years. This is his first chance as a head coach. I don't see it, but you
They
never
like
know.
him, though.
Yes,
the guy
they do
love.
really like him. Yeah.
So we'll see.
But done on the Clippers, like they're arguing he should be like on the old defensive team. He's been locking the best players up on the other teams. He's kind of like having like a rejuvenation of his career because he was out of the NBA just 2-3 years ago. Now he's just buying all in on defense, and I think he's going to kill Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray, who's already like basically a cripple, having Chris Dunn on him, and Dunn, if it wasn't for the minimum game requirement, would be on an all defensive team.
It wasn't games; it was minutes.
Minutes, 'cause
He
you have to have
played
at least
enough
19
games.
minutes,
Yeah,
yep.
he played enough games, but he had 15 games below 20 minutes.
This is the best part of the movie. If you just watch, just save this, like this the first 10 minutes, because this is they show you their foreshadowing. Sorry, I'm giving it away for Raging Bull.
It's been out for 40
He's already a stand-up comic, so this is at the end. Everything, all the death and destruction in his life, this is the final product, and he's just reciting his act in like a phone booth in New York City, and he's just miserable. Like he's just a miserable, awful human being. And this is when De Niro, he's like gained like how many pounds? 60 pounds?
Yeah, and he really did that. That's not like prosthetics. That's not Eddie Murphy
That's
in a
it,
fat
yeah.
suit. That's all Robert.
Wow.
Yeah. So, all right. So we all gave our analysis, right?
Yep.
Everybody. Okay. Next series in the bracket, we got the Lakers T-Wolves. This is another interesting series.
Ant-Man, Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, bring them all. Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 5, you think?
I wouldn't go as far as 5, but the Lakers got to be feeling good about this matchup. They could have been stuck with the Warriors in a war with Steph. This is what they want because they're going to play Rudy Gobert off the court.
And
They're
Julius
gonna,
Randle don't play defense either.
Randle's going to have to basically play the 5. Yeah, it's going to be a mess.
Nasri doesn't play defense. He can score. He's one of the best scoring bigs in the league. But they ain't playing defense.
Do you guys think this is a... Lakers are minus 4.5 in this game. Do you guys think this... How many games? 6, 5?
5.
Feels like a 6.
I think it'll be a 6 too.
Lakers.
It should be a 6, but would I be surprised if Lakers take care of business? No, I think they're happy with this matchup. I think Conley's going to get played off the floor. Anthony Edwards can't be happy with his supporting cast. And I think they're counting their days to the offseason so they could trade for Kevin Durant.
Oh, yeah, 100%. That's a good point. And the Lakers also have a lot of players, not a lot, but a few players with finals experience. They've already been through the playoffs. I think that'll help them.
I think LeBron could dog him. Like, if Luka was on the team, I think
100%.
LeBron would dog him. I think Luka's going to take care of business.
AR-15.
Luka's going to see Rudy Gobert on the island every other possession.
Look at his
I think
body.
he's going to take care of it.
Eyes wide open, dude.
And Ant's going to do the thing that like Jordan did against the Celtics in the 80s where he scores like 40 points a game and they lose every game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could totally see that happening.
He already chucks up every game already.
He made the most 3-pointers this year.
Yeah.
Is that insane?
And
Most
it's-
attempts too.
But he's
yeah,
not
man.
shooting 40% from 3. What does he shoot?
He probably shoots 36, 37.
That's not bad.
He's shooting
That's actually
respectable.
impressive.
No, he's shooting well. Here, I'll look it up right now.
But the thing with him is he doesn't know how to like elevate others to his level of playing, and that's
What do you
He
think of
literally
him?
had a quote saying, "Why would I want to pass the ball? Like, I'm young. I want to score.
What do you
Stop double teaming me?"
What do you think of him paying the baby mama? He paid all the money. It's like $1,080,000.
Good.
He just paid it up front instead of paying it over 18 years. What do you think of that?
I think that was a great move. I
mean-
think she's a gold digger trying to get as much money as she can. She knew what she was doing, and I think he did the right thing.
I mean, this series is so interesting because it's like it's a guy playing with his son, and it's another guy that just refuses to acknowledge he has any sons.
sons. Yeah, exactly.
Any children.
You would have to say LeBron's the better dad.
I would
than
say
Anthony
so.
Edwards? Yeah.
I don't think Ant's ever going to be playing with one of his
That
kids.
might be debatable.
Also, he shoots 40% from three.
He is at 40
So
exactly.
I
That is
would
very
stand
good.
correct. That's amazing.
40% from
That's
three
amazing.
is crazy.
Wow.
Why would he pass the ball?
I mean, yeah, he
That's
ain't
pretty
got
impressive.
He has to shoot that many threes too because Randall can't shoot threes like that.
Randall's
Conley
a
has
garbage
fallen off
can.
of the cliff. He's probably going to retire, if not this season, next season. Yeah, I just don't like the Wolves matchup. I don't like their team. Can't stand Randall.
I think he's the worst
Lakers
player
are
in
going
the
to take care of
NBA.
business.
Who's that?
Julius Randle.
I mean, that's
I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, for the caliber of player he should be with the money he gets paid, he's the worst.
He's tough to
in
play
that
with.
He's
realm.
awful.
Was he a 30? He gets paid 35 million a year. And he's the worst.
He's a mid-range, hold the ball type player.
He's a black hole.
He's like a really bad
He is a
version
black
of Carmelo Anthony.
I
don't mean
know
that-
if that's fair to compare.
But I'm saying
yeah.
like Melo would hold the ball.
Yeah.
Melo's way better. But I'm
Yeah.
saying Melo would hold the ball. This guy holds the ball and he just misses every shot. Melo
Yeah.
at least make the shots.
That's true. Yeah, he sucks, dude.
But it's bad mid-range jumpers. Like
That's-
contested mid-range
That
jump
was
shots.
an awful trade they made.
We all
It
have,
saved him a lot of money, though.
Lakers, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we're all on the Lakers.
Yeah,
all
we're
have
all on the Lakers.
All right.
Lakers in 6.
5.
6-5.
What do you got? Going back to the Lakers, what do you guys think of what Isaiah Thomas said about the commissioner fining LeBron for not wearing like a proper outfit while he was warming up?
Oh, because he was wearing a shirt or something?
He had no shirt on.
I mean, I agree with it. I mean, you're at the highest level of basketball. You know, you have to like be present. It's like showing up to work. You have to be presentable. You can't just wear and do whatever you want.
It
You're
wasn't-
representing the organization, and I mean, I don't really care that he had his shirt off, but I understand where he's coming from, and I don't really disagree.
To me, I don't really care either.
Yeah,
But
who cares?
I don't think he should be fined. It was like pre-game. There was nobody in the audience. He was literally, LeBron gets there so early. He's the first player on the court shooting around. He was shooting around before anyone else got there. Who cares if he doesn't have a shirt on? Now, once the fans get there and they're having their actual like pre-game workouts, he has the whole Laker uniform on. So I don't see a problem.
But he
with
is
this.
LeBron. Like he has to assume he's on TV pretty much all the time. He's the all-time leading scorer in the history of the sport.
It's the greatest player ever.
The first magazine cover he was on as a high schooler showed his back as a tattoo that says, chosen. He's been showing off his.
But he wasn't
body.
in the NBA then. He was just a high school
But
player.
the point, he's been doing this his whole career. Why is it only a problem now?
I mean, I don't think it's a major
Yeah.
deal. I'm not.
It's not a big
Yeah,
deal.
I know.
But I would say, when I think about it, like I did, when I watched Michael Jordan and Kobe play, Kobe Bryant, they were very professional. Like Larry Bird. Larry Bird would get there 5 hours before the stadium would open, but he didn't take his shirt. I mean, I don't know. It's not a big deal, but I guess it is kind of.
Also, I think Isaiah Thomas is out of touch with a lot. That
Well,
goes
no,
on in
Isaiah
the modern
Thomas
NBA.
just played in a time though when you couldn't do that.
Yeah.
You weren't allowed to do it. He played for Bob Knight. You're not warming up with your shirt off playing for Bob Knight, and he played for
You're not
Chuck.
doing it for Chuck Daly.
He played for
either.
Chuck Daly, so that's just not. And if LeBron played for those two guys,
Wait,
he
one
would have his shirt
second.
on.
Is that Phil Leotardo from Sopranos?
It is Phil Leotardo with a very bad hairpiece, it looks like.
Joe Pesci.
Okay, next series. So we all agree Lakers. Next series we got Rockets Warriors.
Hold on,
I think.
want to hear Billy's opinion.
Oh,
on
sorry,
this
but I
shit.
forgot. What do you think about the LeBron?
Because
no
when
t-shirt?
you're face of the league like LeBron is, you're held to a different standard. Mike wouldn't do this. Kobe wouldn't do it. I mean, Isaiah Thomas comes off like grumpy old man, and he's not the best person to be the advocate for this. Like, when you get accused of sexual harassment and your boss has to pay millions of dollars to cover up your bullshit.
Scandal.
Yeah, you're not exactly the right person to be saying this, but it doesn't make him wrong. So I do think LeBron has to hold himself to a higher standard because he is LeBron James.
I agree.
Like, they don't let you wear headphones. They don't let you wear a lot of stuff on these warm-ups. So why is he allowed
Even
to be
though
out
it's
there?
such like a pre-game warm up, he's not. It's not like the one where one team's on one side, he's on the other, and
It's
there's
not a major deal.
thousands
but
of fans.
It
in the
is a
stadium.
subtle. Like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar probably wouldn't do that.
Bill Russell ain't doing that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm and that's who I'm only comparing him to. Like Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Kareem, Michael Jordan, Kobe. I don't think they ever did that. I don't think they ever did that kind of stuff.
Would you see anybody in another sport doing that? I don't think you would.
I mean, I think we see football players without their shirts on the field all the time.
When it's really cold, like Tennessee against Ohio State, they came out with all their shirts off like they were tough. They ended up losing the game 52-7 or whatever. But yeah, I don't think they do that in football though. Really,
It's player empowerment.
Also,
football.
football-
LeBron, you really can't compare what
Let
he
me-
does.
let me say this about
to
football.
You have
Any
your pads
previous
on.
era.
let me say this about football too. If it's like a game, if it's an August game or a September game in Miami, and you're playing in Florida, you're outside. That's a little different. LeBron's inside. He's not playing pickup at a rec center or like a gym. But
we couldn't do it at the club, so I don't think
That's
you
true.
should do it in the NBA.
That's true.
Could do it at the club.
You couldn't
that's where
you
we
couldn't do
draw
that
the
at
line.
Lifetime right now.
No.
You're not supposed to play with your shirt off. That's true.
Yeah.
Next game or next series, which I think is
A great series.
probably the best series or the second best in the Western Conference first round. Rockets Warriors. Rockets are the 2 seed. Warriors are the 7. Houston opens as a -1.5 point favorite, and the Warriors are the favorite for the series. Right? Small favorite.
They were, but it could have gone.
So it's
Yeah.
basically
No, they're the
a
favorite
toss up.
still. I just checked.
But if they
Yeah.
are, they're a small favorite, right?
I think they're like -180.
Okay, that's
Oh,
pretty
wow.
significant. That's
Okay.
It might be
significant.
-130, one of the two.
Let me start this one off. I saw someone on Twitter that
Double
made me
check.
laugh. It was like, oh, the Rockets don't have a number 1 option, but they have a guy named Amin Thompson. And Amin Thompson won't let the Warriors have their number 1 option either. And that is true, but what the Warriors do have, they finally have that secondary ball handler to let Curry use his superpower, which is off-ball movement. Jimmy Butler can take care of business, and I do have the Warriors winning the series. But it's going to be a dogfight. I think, I love the Rockets all season long. I just think they're 1-2 years away from getting past the first round. I just don't think they're ready yet.
Is this the first year the Rockets have made the playoffs?
Yes.
Yep.
So
And
this
not
is
to cut you guys off, but the Warriors are -185 for this year.
oh,
125.
significant
That's
favorite.
For
Yeah,
a 2-7, the 7th seed
they're
to be
the
that.
legit favorite. That's the betting
Yeah.
favorite.
And also, they're only the 7th seed because fucking Harrison Barnes decided to make a buzzer beater, and the Spurs season was over. But they made a buzzer beater and made the Warriors drop down. That's pretty much
Also,
why they're in this predicament.
If Butler started the season with the Warriors, he has changed their team. They'd be in a different seed if he was on the team
Butler
to
has
start the
been
season.
unbelievable. We shat on the Warriors for getting
No,
him.
it's a great trade.
I thought Butler was going to be kind of out of it, but I did highlight this. He gives them what they need.
He
A secondary ball handler.
He fits Steph perfectly.
He could guard the team's best defender, and Draymond is the favorite to win DPOY. Do I think he should? No, but he is the favorite right
I think Alien should still win it, but
now.
If
Yeah, I don't know about the
Clay
aliens.
if Clay
Yeah,
would have
he's
signed
out.
with the Warriors, stayed with the Warriors, and didn't go to Dallas,
They wouldn't be able to have got Butler.
would they have been able to get Butler?
No.
Okay, because if they could have had Clay and Butler, I think they could have won championship.
No, but I'd rather have Butler and Buddy Hield than.
Yeah,
Clay.
I'm just saying keep. You think you'd rather have you'd rather have Hield than Clay?
No, but I'd rather have Butler and Hield.
I'm saying have Clay and Butler and Steph and Draymond.
I don't think they would have been able to do it.
Yeah, the money
Money is okay.
don't match up. But yeah, Butler has changed the dynamic of the Warriors. Their team looks deep now.
So who are you picking?
Warriors.
Warriors.
Yeah.
And what?
7. I think it goes to full 7. This is, in my opinion, the best series in the first round, East or West.
Who does Thompson guard?
It has to be Curry.
So then who guards Butler?
nobody.
It'd be Brooks.
I would put Dylan Brooks on Curry and do
Thompson
Amen on Butler, but it's tomato.
Hey, they're going to run screens. Dre's going to say it's illegal screens off ball for Curry. Curry's going to, flare up. But that's his, superpowers, his off ball movement.
How many fights or technicals do you think Brooks and Draymond have with each other in
over
the
2.5?
series? Like,
That's a good line.
Yeah.
there's
Over.
gonna be some type of fight or something happen.
Yeah, I think each of them, 2.5 is a good line.
Yeah.
For the whole
Actually-
series, if it goes 7,
Yeah.
I can see that
2.5.
happening.
Do you think the Rockets have a chance or no chance?
it goes 7. That's a real chance.
So you think they
And
can
they
steal
have
it?
home
Yeah.
court.
And they have home
I
court.
actually think the
Does
Warriors
home court
win
even
in
matter in the
6.
NBA anymore?
Some
Yeah, it
places
does
it
matter.
does, some it doesn't.
But in Houston,
Yeah, that's a good crowd.
And Rockets haven't been there in years.
Yeah.
They're going to be loud. And Ime is a dog. He's going to get that team ready. But
He's already
Warriors have
proven-
been there before.
He's proven he doesn't know how to guard Steph Curry. He lost the finals. He was up 2-1
What about
because
the
he
game
couldn't
2
adjust.
weeks ago? The Rockets dogged the Warriors.
The Warriors
Again,
might not have
I-
shown.
you don't think
You don't think Kerr was holding some
Devil's
stuff
advocate.
back?
I'm playing devil's advocate because I did take the Warriors. But what did Curry score? 2 points?
So why are you taking the Warriors? Then
I'm
if-
playing devil's advocate,
Okay.
but I do. But no,
I mean, who's going to guard
Butler
Sengun?
also didn't do anything in that game a couple weeks ago. Butler has been unbelievable every other game, I think, for a series.
Playoff
And
Jimmy.
Playoff
I mean, you
Jimmy
have
is
to.
different.
Butler's probably going to play well in
Yeah.
the playoffs. I mean, he's kind of shown that.
He had 37 in the
I know.
fucking playing
He's
game.
gonna.
But
gonna
again,
give you
Warriors
some
are deep
buckets.
too. They got Paz on the bench. They got Moses Moody.
Buddy Hield.
They got Kuminga. They got.
They don't got
Buddy Hield.
Kaminga. Kaminga's been getting DMPs. He's
He
out of the
doesn't play.
rotation.
He doesn't even play.
But he can. That's another guy on
Is
the
Steve
bench.
Kerr going to do that? Because Steve Kerr, when he benches somebody, he doesn't let them back in.
Just ask Tatum.
No
Looney
shit.
was benched for 2 months. Looney was benched for 2 months, and he played in the playing game.
Like I said, it's going to come down to
Kerr's
which
able to run a
coach.
10-man rotation in the NBA. It's just in the Olympics, he only likes to run 8-man.
All I know is it's going to come down to coaching. It's either Ime is going to learn not to play drop against Steph Curry, which should be simple enough, but who knows? He might fall into the same trap. Or is Kerr going to be able to adjust?
Yep. So, which team do you got?
I got Rockets in 6.
Rockets in 6.
Warriors in 6.
John?
I'm going to go with the Warriors because I think the league wants them to win.
They've been there before too.
And who would they play in this? Would they match up against the Lakers? Well, I don't have to even watch these games. Sorry, but it's going to be the Lakers.
NBA
and
would
the
want
Warriors.
Lakers.
Yeah, it's a great series. That's it.
Lakers in 5.
And I do think the inexperience of the Rockets. If you've never played in the playoffs and you're playing the Warriors the first time, that is tough. I do like their coach though. I think the Rockets coach could. He is a vet. I mean, it wouldn't shock me if he had him ready to go.
I mean, he's played them in a series,
I don't
so
think
he would know.
Sengun can beat Draymond.
Oh, I think Sengun is the real deal.
I think the problem is the math game, too. I don't think the Rockets produce enough threes against the Warriors to consistently, win.
Yeah.
Even though I just say it's going to go 7, but I think the Warriors will produce enough.
And I want to see Lakers Warriors. I think that's what
it'll be fun.
the whole world wants to see.
Yeah.
That.
So that's all the series. There we go. So unless you guys got anything else,
I guess we could talk about the Western hockey playoffs.
yeah.
We got them coming.
You got the Knights?
Yeah,
go
Knights
for it.
are a 1 seed. So
Knights did secure the 1 seed. I saw
they
that.
did. They won the Pacific. So
They're playing the Wild.
Yeah, the Wild didn't have a bad year. They're one of the best road teams in all of hockey. I do think the Knights will roll them, though. I think Knights in about 5 or 6 games should handle business.
This is their year.
They can be. They're one of the deepest teams.
I mean, if
in
you're
the
the 1
NHL.
seed, you can win it. I mean,
Nobody's beating the Panthers, though.
You don't think so? I mean, they could lose in the first round. They're playing the Lightning. The Lightning just beat them 5-1 yesterday or 2 days ago, whenever it was. And I mean, both Florida teams matching up. That's going to be a good matchup. What's another one on the Western side?
you got Maple Leafs. Or sorry, it's Eastern. Jets and Blues.
I like the Jets. The Jets have been hot this year.
Jets have been good.
You got the Stars, Avs. It's a good
That's
series.
going to be a tough series. I kind of like the Stars in that. I think Avs might be a slight favorite, but the Stars have been resilient, and I just like their team. So I'm gonna go with the
Kings,
Stars.
Oilers.
Kings, Oilers, yeah.
Edmonton.
Yeah, Oilers. Let's get it.
All right, guys, that's the West for hockey.
Yeah, that's for Alex and Alex only, probably.
Yeah.
But hope you enjoy that.
There you go.
Yeah.
The Club Rats. I'm Jesiah.
I'm John.
Billy.
Fernando.
Remember to subscribe, comment, like. See you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.